Hey you, and welcome back. Always good to have you here. Well, a couple of fun items coming up in this download, but news first. And so with that, we turn now to the Mideast and a new phase in a long-standing conflict, the so-called Hebron House here in the West Bank. Now, since March 2007, it's been occupied and defended by hardline Israeli settlers. Courts have repeatedly ordered the settlers to leave, orders they have ignored. Well, now comes a ruling from Israel's highest courts. The settlers must leave or they will be expelled. Again, the settlers say they will not be moved.
We've been told that we have until 12 o'clock today to voluntarily expel ourselves from this building. Of course, we have no intentions of doing that. We purchased this building. We paid over $1 million for it. We have turned that evidence to the courts. We've made it public. Still, we're being told that we're not allowed to live here.
Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak says the will of the court will be upheld, but also emphasized that the settlers are not, quote, enemies, and the need for dialogue in resolving the conflict. Well, to a story now so brilliantly obvious, it got us to wondering why we hadn't heard of something like this before. This story, starting on the road in the Tunisian capital city Tunis, and this bus, one of a fleet of similar buses which daily leave the city and head out into the countryside. Okay, so far, what's the big deal? Well, these buses aren't for transporting people, they transport minds. And less poetically, the internet to places where it hasn't yet reached. You see, each bus is actually a mobile internet cafe. With one driver and one technician, they can pull into any village, no matter how remote, find their satellite link up with the push of a button, and presto, the internet. The internet bus is so popular with young children, surprise, that their time on each workstation has to be limited, just to give everybody a fair shot. And you know, it isn't just kids, grown-ups too, including a high portion of women board the bus. For some, it's their first ever encounter with a computer, all on a simple bus trip. Brilliant. Well, the download doffing its cap and wishing the internet buses good travels. Well, we're ending today in uncharacteristic style with something so remarkable, well, we just had to share it with you. You're looking at Earth from about 350 kilometers straight up. That's us down there somewhere. These are still images taken by astronaut Don Pettit while aboard the ISS recently. Now, he was looking at that thin crust of atmosphere when suddenly, and poof, there it is, the aurora borealis. Now, Mr. Pettit has now combined all his stills into a movie and posted it on YouTube. And so we bring it to you now. You see, I really do have a soul after all. Well, that is your download for today. Make it a peaceful one, and we'll see you real soon.